It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, some things that you can count on. And the Jayhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Houston's offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Houston will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Jayhawks offense will get the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
On target over the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Gets it out fast. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Jayhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll go to the ground. He breaks the tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to pass it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Whirling. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Gardner. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Using his legs, it's Davison. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. Really good pickup on 2nd. Looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Harrell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
At the 20. And that's a first down for the offense.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's ball. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. The give. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Ohio was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Athens. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction.
Finding an escape route.
Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They go to the draw.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
On the ground, it's ball. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. The give to the back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Here's the handoff. Makes his man miss. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Bringing the heat. On the run, still looking. Moving past the 25. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Scanning the field, it's Gardner. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Harrell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab behind the line. It's ball. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Horn. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Here's the pressure. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Cougars trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 18 to Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying play action. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
1st down for the offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Hauls it in. But it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the 1st, the offense stays on the field.
And the Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Now on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Trying to bull his way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Handoff to the lone back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They move the chains on the ground if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Gardner. It's complete. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit. And that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Fires downfield. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Creates a little space. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. 3rd down play from the gun. That's caught. It's ball. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Get it out on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Gain of 9.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On the option, he'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. On the option, he'll toss it. Got the first down and still on his feet. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.